I'm sorry, Big Dan. What do you mean, just 8?
It's just... I meant, like, isn't it usually like 10 people?
Hello, and welcome to the Tales of the Whoniverse Podcast. We're back live on what day is it? Saturday night live. Hello, my name is Matt, and I'm your host. So we have a lot of our regular members in for tonight's podcast. So hello, we're going to go around the corner and start with let's see who's in this section next. It's Aidan. Hello, Aidan. Would you like to start for this evening?
Shoot. Yes.
Oh, no. It's just the intro, Paul.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just trying to think how do I start this? Yeah. So hello, I'm Aidan, the Shetland Hoovian, and yeah, try to think about what else to say.
I don't know why just the hello would have done, but
yeah. So yeah, sorry, just doing an introduction is just a bit harder than I thought.
No worries. We're just going to have one of those chaotic kind of like Saturday nights. Don't worry. So thank you for introducing yourself again, Aidan, and welcome back. So next up is Keegan. Hello, Keegan.
Hi, everyone. You've all probably met me before.
Oh, yeah. That's such a wonderful introduction. Thank you again so much, Keegan. So welcome back. Hello again, Joy. Hello. It's good to have you back.
Yep, I missed last time. I'm Joy, and joining in from the States. Happy to be back.
Yes, it's good to see you back again, and it's been a while, so it's good to have you here on our brand new edition of Tales of the Whoniverse Podcast, which we're hoping to get a bit more regularly doing so, but it's appreciated that all of you have given up your time for this. And so our next person we're introducing is our in-house member also from the United States. It's Dan, aka Uber Dan. Nice to see you again, Dan.
May the force be with you.
Sorry, but thank you. I appreciate the positivity. I thought you were going to say something like girl power, but here we go. Well, thank you so much again, Dan. It's a pleasure to have you back. And Jess, hello. It's good to have you back as well.
Hello. I tried to look up funny intros, but I couldn't find any. So, hello, funny intro. Insert funny intro here. That's me. Hello, normal person.
Yes. Well, it's good to have you back again. As I say, it's nice when we get all together and just celebrate a wacky mad show about somebody in a blue little police on Saturday nights. But yes, our next one is a returning member who hasn't been here for a while. It is the one and only Evil Dark is here. Hello, Evil Dark.
Hello there. It's me, I'm back. Hello, it's nice to be here. I have returned to cause misery and pain throughout this entire show. I hope you enjoy it. Also, you can't see me because I have no camera, which is wonderful.
At least you said camera and nothing else, which is wonderful.
Believe me, if you saw my face, you would all lose 10 years of your life. Currently, because I've got a beard on it. It looks awful. So.
Oh, I see. You've got a beard now. Not to worry. It's not like me when I put £10 or whatever. I'm just joking. But no worries, Eva, darling. Good to have you back. And finally, it's our in-house, not sidekick, but obviously it's Face the Raven. Hello, Raven.
Oh, it's your resident goth of the podcast. Just taking up the space.
Yes, and we'll be coming soon. We'll be having a brand new exclusive segment on this podcast, which we're announcing tonight, called Raven's Rant, where Raven will just rant about her favourite topic of the week. I'm sure we'll have special guests like Mateo and Puppets and whatever. We're voiced by Keegan. You can just have whatever you want on Raven's Rant.
I'll grind my
Do
gears.
a puppet show. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely bananas, but it'd be fun. And that's it. And again, I'm your host once more, Matt. And yes, it's great to be back. So let's get started. So tonight's topics is we're going to be doing a bit of a swap around, which was a decision made following yesterday's news. So tonight's first topic is a discussion about how are we feeling that two female companions are in the TARDIS for the first time since Tegan and Nissa in the 80s, with Verada joining Millie and Shooty for next season. So how this one's going to work tonight is it's not about positives and negatives, it's about how you're feeling to see for the first time in New Who two female companions on board the TARDIS together. So let's bullet and rotate the room differently tonight. Let's start with Joy in the middle for the first time this evening. Hello, Joy.
Hello.
Yeah, so how are you feeling, Joy, about the announcement that we received yesterday about Verada joining for the next season after this one?
It's really exciting. I didn't realize it had been. I kept assuming we'd had two women together as companions at some point, but I guess you're right. We haven't since the Fifth Doctor. So that's wild. I guess it's partly because we've tended to in the new series only have one at a time. Period. So you didn't have two of anything together. But I think they both look fun. Obviously, I don't think we know much about Verada's character yet. We don't know a name or anything, do we?
No, it's just the actor's name at the moment.
Yeah. So they both look fun. I hope we get. I guess we don't know. I guess we don't even know if Verada's playing a human. Could be an alien, but I think it's super exciting. We've seen some early film footage, right? Or not film footage, but like behind this, we've had some people with taking on-set pictures, right?
Yes, where Verada looks like she's from possibly she could be from the 30s, could be from the 60s, she could be from any of that early time period.
Or they could be visiting there and she's just dressed for the occasion, I guess.
I think they said something about shooting in Miami or setting a story in Miami.
Oh, yes. I remember that. There's a story there. Yes, I do remember there's a story in Miami. That'll be exciting because I don't think they've really done that.
No, which is exciting because you can tell since Doctor Who has come back full throttle, we're going more off-world again for the first time in ages with this season. So it's nice that we are dipping into different eras. Part of the new, I suppose you could call it the Whoniverse era on Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer. So it's interesting, like where the story's all going, and they're planning so far in advance. But just before we move on to the next person, the funniest quote I had actually seen recently about it was from Gemma Redgrave, Kate Stewart, that what was the best thing about filming a season so far in advance? I can't remember anything, so I can't tell you diddly squat. So she can't even remember herself. And I think that's the fun with it. Because by the time we get to season 15, we will have seen this series, and then we'll be probably seeing the transitioning of what will be next for Shooty, or if it'll be staying. So we have a really exciting journey going ahead. But anyway, on to the next member for their thoughts about the new casting tonight is Keegan. How do you feel about two companions being with Shooty for the next season after this one?
I'm excited, but I was kind of hoping we'd stay as a one companion solo for a while, because I don't feel like 8 episodes is going to be enough just to see Millie develop on her own. But I might be wrong, but I'm glad she's actually staying for the second season after all those rumours.
Oh, yeah.
That she was sacked. But it kind of looks like, are they travelling together, or is Millie leaving halfway through the season and then Verada's taking over after that one?
Well, if the way the press has worded it from the new press release, it seems like we're going to have both. So my personal feelings on that one, Key, which I'll address later. But if it's what I think it is, which I'll save until you're all done, I think it might be a good way for the show to change. But do you have any more to say on it? Are you just fine and happy with Verada coming on board?
I'm happy. She seems like I liked her in the Jurassic World Dominion.
Mm.
I thought she was all right in that, but I'm not sold on her acting just yet. So I'm excited to see how she does in Doctor Who, because there's been
because
people
as
in
we
the
know,
past.
because as we know, it can be a reservation kind of thing where, again, it was like Millie. It's like every companion who's watching New Who, if you're judging solely on promo and filming, it's not giving true representation until we actually see footage.
Oh yeah,
So we'll just save that deal and for another time. So Ada, what do you think of us going back to like an 80s style, like 2 women crew with like a brand new Doctor?
I mean, I'm excited to see how like it's like written and like how Millie and sorry,
Verada.
Verada, yeah, sorry, man. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
like when I'm a bit nervous, I just have a bit like stutter at times. But yeah, like
It's all right.
it's like I will admit, it's like I've not seen much of Verada's like acting work before. Like, I mean, then again, it was the same with Millie before, like the Church of Ruby Road. So yeah, I will say I've not watched like Andor, like because I know she was in that, which is on my to watch list, which is getting really long by this point. It's just it's probably the length of a few miles by this point. but yeah, like I'm just really excited to see how her Millie and Shooty's chemistry will be like on screen.
Yes, which will be probably fantastic from what we've seen already
Yeah.
from the press photo. It
Yeah.
reminds me. Sorry, go on.
if it's anything by the photos they released of Millie, Shooty, and Verada, I could tell the chemistry is going to be there already.
Mm.
You can
Yeah.
see it.
It's like, they're all going to bounce off of each other. It's going to be great times ahead. I think what's fascinated me the most as well, Keegan, about it is that we're learning that the show might be getting Bonnie continuing. We might be getting Kate Stewart, so Verada might also be meeting both of them next season. It's fascinating that since Power, that them two have become like long-standing, recurring faces that we know. There's a nice bridge of familiarity in this new era. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. I can't wait to see them in action. But Evil Dalek, what's your take on the 2 companions traveling for the next season?
Well, I've decided how I've framed like this is basically what I've done is I've purposely not read the article that the BBC put out regarding Verada's casting. And so I'm purely basing this from what little I've seen from just people talking, to sort of like get the perspective of what it would feel like to be, just your average human being who's not an obsessed Doctor Who fan. I know what an unstrange thing that is. So yeah, I've sort of like pictured that sort of way. And so, but on the casting, I don't know anything about Verada. I've not watched anything with her. I haven't watched anything with Millie or Shooty either, so yeah, I it's very new. I don't really go looking out for how their acting work. Like I just judge from what I see, basically. But yeah, she looks good. She looks like she'd be cool. The idea of 2 female companions in the TARDIS doesn't really. I didn't really think about it. Just like people said before. Like I just. I didn't really think, this is the first time I knew who we've got 2 female companions. It's just like, because I'm just, it's whatever to me. It's it's interesting. It's nice to see, but it's not really that important to me. What I really care about is more about their characters and their chemistry. And judging from the picture, it looks like they do have good chemistry. But yeah, so overall my thoughts on the casting and the fact we're getting 2 female companions, I generally quite like 2 companions. I think that's like the magic going, because 3, unless you're in the first Doctor's crew, 3 is always too much, and 1 sometimes can feel a bit, we've had so many single companions, especially in Modern Who, so it's not really something we haven't seen many pair of 2 companions per TARDIS. all you can really say is like 9 Rose and Jack for a bit at the end of series 1, then not
Amy
series
and
3,
Rory.
not series 4. Yeah, Amy and Rory and Bill and Nardal and Yaz and Dan. That's the only ones. And so yeah, it's nice seeing 2 companions. I'm hoping there's no romantic thing in there. Like I'm kind of over romance in Doctor Who. I don't think there's going to be any romance with Ncuti's Doctor. It just doesn't seem to be that sort of a doctrine from what we saw in Church of Weaver Road. But yeah, I think it's nice. It's nice to see. Basically, it's nice. I will say though, I am disappointed in not the fact the news is out there now. I'm disappointed that the news wasn't out there months ago when all that tabloid stuff was going on. Like, when all the stuff with all the tabloids saying that
Poor Millie was
Millie Gibson was a diva and all that sort of stuff, and then we heard, Millie Gibson's been fired because she's terrible to work with, and all this stuff with the tabloids while she was on holiday, and you got Ncuti saying on Instagram that he stands with her, and so it was clearly big enough to get the actor of the Doctor to speak out, even if little he can speak out. I don't think he could say that much, not be very specific other than he stands with Millie. But yeah, it's just the fact that all this was going on and only now it's been announced. Oh, we're getting a new companion, and is Millie staying on full time for series 2, or is that what it seems like? Because I haven't read the article, just sort of most general public won't be reading Doctor Who news articles. They'll just be reading at most BBC ones, and so yeah, I'm disappointed in the fact that it wasn't announced earlier, because the filming pictures were leaked already, so we've already seen her for months. And we all the stuff with Millie coming out. I feel like then is when they should have put the article out. Hey, when all this Millie stuff was starting, it's here's a companion for season 2, new companion for season 2. But Millie hasn't been fired. She's still gonna be here. All that stuff with the tabloids are saying is bullshit. It's not normally Russell is quite on the nose with this sort of thing. I mean, in the Writer's Tale, he was talking about the casting of Freema Agyeman as Martha, and it was that and Catherine Tate as Donna. And it was an interesting part where he knew that Catherine Tate was coming back for series 4 before I think even series 3 had even started airing, and he didn't want the news of Catherine Tate returning to be announced yet until series 3 was already done airing, because otherwise it would not look good for Freema. And this is kind of what happened with now Doctor Who being filmed way in advance. So I wish that sort of carefulness was approached with Millie, because the last few months I feel we've heard nothing until now about Millie, whether she's continuing or not, and all that stuff. And so it's I just wished it was announced sooner, so we wouldn't have just so many people say, oh, Millie Gibson's a diva. No, she's not. All this arguing in the fandom, or what the Sun said, or what the Mirror said, or all that sort of stuff, tabloids, everything like that. And it's just it's not good. It doesn't look good for the show. It doesn't look good for Millie. So I just wish that stuff was announced first, when everything happened. But yeah, for Rada, I'm looking forward. We're not going to see her for ages. We haven't even started series 14/season 1, so let's not. I'm not really going to be theorizing. Is she the monk? Is she Rose Tyler reincarnated? Is she the long lost descendant of that one guy in series 4, episode 9, scene 22? I really don't care about much in speculation. She's River Song's long lost daughter in half, reincarnated from the cell of a blah 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 blah. I don't care. We'll find out later. So just wait. Oh, I hate theorizing communities sometimes. Yeah, it makes me grumpled. Anyway, I'm done. This is my grumpy. This is the end of my grumpy part. We'll get to Raven's grumpy part later. Grumpy.
I'm not even
evil.
grumpy.
That is your character, Raven. I'm
evil
grumpy. You're. Yes, Ash.
We need an evil dog.
Ash, you want to say something?
Yes.
Ash, you want to say something? It's my cat. Oh, Ash, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. He's a good
Technical
boy.
difficulty,
Oh, he's
two
run off.
different cats.
I see
Okay,
no
yeah.
cat.
I'm done.
No.
I'm done. Okay. Next person.
Okay, following that one, Jess, what's your feelings about the casting tonight? Casting from yesterday.
Listening to the hot takes from Evil Dalek and what was Joy was saying earlier, and a few of the other members, I think the way they've introduced this is because of the press. I think the way they've got about it is the best way. Like, they haven't indicated whether she's staying on, but I feel like she'll probably stay on, or she'll be a background character. One particular duo for an episode which kind of worked was back in series 4, which was Martha and Donna. So I could definitely see that again this time around, where the Doctor has 2 female companions, and they can mark each other off and they can help each other, especially when it was Poison Sky, sort of like that. We can have Millie trying to work for UNIT potentially, and obviously I think we'll have to see where season 1 plots out to see where Millie's character ends up for series 2. But I'm very excited because Verado is a very good casting choice, and for me, I'm really hoping for it to be kind of somebody who's from a past time, and maybe season 2 could have this potentially not, but maybe this kind of effect of where they've been taken out of time, and something they could do for the new season is have effects on the timeline potentially.
No, great thoughts, Jess, about that. And yes, I am quite looking forward to seeing, like you say, about where it's all going. Because again, where are we now? April 13th. It's not long now until the new season coming on. And then we've got that long way after the Christmas special for next year as well. So, yeah, Verada, I think, is going to be wonderful in the role. But before I get on to any more to my thoughts on it, we have 2 more in-house members. So our next one is thoughts and feelings about 2 females in the TARDIS is Uberdan. Over to you, Uberdan.
We haven't had it since, again, Nissa and Tegan, and I have nothing against it. I mean, one thing I would love, something that's never been done in a long term, is just one male companion. Because every time there's like just one male companion, it's usually at the end of the story where they get another companion, whether it's with Steven and throughout the massacre, and then it ends with Dodo being introduced, then with Jamie both at the end of Evil of the Daleks and Wheel in Space, where we're introduced to Victoria, and who's in Wheel in Space again? I forget.
Zoe.
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 Like Zoe Harriet.
Yeah.
And then obviously Tyler.
I would love to have like one male companion, just one, like for a time. But having 2 female companions, I'm not against it. I did see Andor. I just don't remember her character all that much, so I don't know what that says. But I was paying more attention to Andor, I guess, and other characters. But I'm sure she's a great actress, and I am looking forward to her. I really love Millie Gibson in The Church on Ruby Road. I thought she was wonderful, because I mean, I have a theory that it was all. I know it's crazy to say, but I have a theory that it was all Millie's idea to get all that stuff to the press, just to show how incredibly rude and horrible they are. I know that's just crazy to say, but who knows?
I think that's a very interesting idea.
Yeah. And yeah, I like my theory for series 2. Maybe it's like she's she's treated like how Amy and Rory and Clara are treated later on, where they're not with the Doctor constantly, but they're dropped off and then they go on an adventure. Whereas with the new companion played by Verada, she's there permanently. Don't know why. Maybe she doesn't have anywhere to go, or she's, I don't know, stuck from the past or the future and doesn't want to stay anywhere for a time. It just stays in the TARDIS. And well, I'm still looking forward to both of them.
Wonderful, Dan. It's exciting casting choices anyway for like the upcoming run. And to cover on what everyone's been virtually saying, it's a wait and see kind of game, because obviously they're about to go to public filming with the three of them, and we have the whole wait until next year to see what they're going to do with them. If it's going to be 3 episodes of Millie on her own, 3 episodes of Verada on her own, and then they're traveling together, who knows? Because we don't know. We're not seeing the footage. They might just be publicly bait switching people that they are filming without each other just so that they can hide it from the press. That seems like a Russell move. Like, make people think that Millie's gone and then she's actually still here. But it's yeah. So we have one more important person tonight for their thoughts about the casting, and that's Raven. Hello, Raven.
Important person. I love that. I feel like I've got kind of similar take on it to Evil Dalek, in that 2 companions is like the sweet spot for me. But I do like the fact that they've not been introduced at the same time, so that you get like what like Ruby's like relationship with the Doctor will be established in the upcoming season, and then like to introduce a second companion to kind of upset it, or like to show a bit of like contrast. Because like I think all of my favorite 2 companion dynamics with the Doctor have sort of formed that way. So like with like Amy and Rory, so you had like Amy travel with the Doctor for a bit and establish what Amy and Eleven's dynamic is, and then introducing Rory into it gives you a different side to Amy as well. And the same sort of thing, like even though it was done in one series with Bill and Nardole, is that like you get Bill and the Doctor on their own for a bit first before then bringing Nardole into more of the episodes. And I feel like when multiple companion dynamics haven't worked as well is when, at least in the modern era, is when they've tried to introduce them all at the same time. And then you're still trying to get used to all of them, and also their dynamics with the Doctor, and also their dynamics with each other. So yeah, I'm excited for just, you know, having 2 companions, having them being introduced in that sort of way. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about the particular actor, so I have no opinions on the specific actor. And like, yeah, I hadn't really thought about it being like the first time in a long time for 2 full-time like female companions. But I think it's an interesting like dynamic if they write like into that. And as well, apart from Rose and Jack, it's the first time properly that Russell will be writing 2 companions. And like Rose and Jack was only like properly for one like episode where they were a full-on team, so he's not really done it before. So it'll be nice to see something different.
Yes. So look, as I say, for everyone, it's quite exciting that we're going to be having this brand new team, and it'll be different dynamics. Because what I was going to say for my thoughts on the casting, to echo some people's here, I don't think of Verada in things like Andor or her other stuff, but when I've seen her in the casting picture, she looks like she's going to be absolute, having a whale of a time. And that's the important thing to take with Doctor. If you're enjoying yourself, it becomes the better dynamics. As we know, from it will boil down to the writing, it'll boil down to the direction. Is she coming in because Ruby's going to take some time off? Because obviously we know they might be having that tension this season, because we know that something's probably going to happen with them, because of the whole, you know, he made out that he had no family. Hello, here's your niece. Hello, here's my auntie Mel. So, and here's the best friend of like you. Here's the daughter of your best friend. So, it's fascinating, like where this could all go. I think, yeah, two female companions since Tegan and Nyssa in the 80s. It's a first for modern Who, and not the first for two intertwined companions on the show, but the first since that kind of core type of team, and it's quite exciting. It just depends how many episodes they're in for, because we don't know if Ruby's going to actually be departing as a companion, and this is as addressed, it might be like the Sontaran stratagem type 3-parter where she's now the old companion and Verada's the new one, and she comes in, she travels with her for 3 episodes. Who knows? I think.
Hey, Matt, I'm looking at the article from the BBC, and it does look like we get all of them at the same time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember, but no, that to me, that looks fantastic.
It says right now, from whenever they interviewed Russell, he said all 3 of them were fighting something evil all together in the studio. And it says that, Verada said, I couldn't ask for a better team than Shudi and Millie to be on this adventure with. So it sounds like they're definitely doing a good bit of stuff together.
And that's what they've been doing. And that's what they've been doing. Is like what I've said a while ago. Is they might be potentially, for the public perception, because it wasn't announced, they might have done all those episodes without them, just because they didn't want to announce it until they were ready. So they might go and do some reshoots where they're all 3 on set together, which is probably why we've only seen Verada and Solo stuff.
Yes, I think we'll have to wait and see. You know, if the BBC have said it, do we take it as word? Or I think the best way to look at it is they've chosen to announce it at a time which is obviously they've now finished series 1 with the kind of trailer and everything, and we're now getting up to May. So there's going to be obviously some teasers potentially, and maybe a trailer at the end of the season, and we'll see from there. And yeah, I think everyone's on point. I think everyone's very valid. I think we'll have to. I really hope it's a 2 TARDIS team, but we'll have to find out. And whether that's permanent or for 1 series, we'll find out.
Now, I'm going to switch up on this one because I've only just thought of it. This is going to be for everybody. Do we feel that with this season's Christmas trailer and everything, they're going to show that look into season 15 with both of them together? Does anyone believe that they're going to for this Christmas season?
I mean, sure.
Maybe.
What was the question?
Like, for the upcoming Christmas special, do we all believe for the trailer that they're going to probably drop at Christmas? Because we always now get a look at the next season. Do we all believe they're going to show both of them together?
I mean, they must do. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't.
Seems
like
likely.
It, so they did that at the end of series 4, didn't they? They showed Catherine Tate, so
yeah.
Russell understands publicity, so.
And they did show previews, so I think what they're doing is possibly not doing full trailers like they used to, but maybe that we'll see a snippet at the end of series 1 or at the end of Christmas special where it's like maybe we're living the dream here in 1950, and like the shooty's going, "Oh, hello there," and then Verada comes on shot, for example.
Yes, that brings to the question. I think there might be a teaser at the end of it where we'll get a first look at that upcoming season. But we'll see if they'll show like the dynamic fully of them together, if it's on their own. But it's exciting that it's more of a back to being on a teaser basis rather than full-blown trailers, which isn't giving stuff away until they need to. But we could spend all night debating that one. So I could just say what our next part of tonight's podcast is about. What has been your best and least favourite moments announced so far with the upcoming season? I know for Raven there is one particular thing for that she wasn't particularly fond of, but we'll let it go to somebody else. Right, it'll go to, let's see, Evil Dalek. Let's start you off because I know you itch with this kind of. What has been your best and least favourite moments announced so far this season? Of this year's one.
for me, the best thing. It's hard. The best thing for me has been announced of like new season and everything like that. Well, that's difficult. Yes, Ash, I know. But
What a wonderful answer.
excuse my cats. But yeah, it's hard to. It's. I'm gonna be honest. I can't really think of anything like stuff. I'm like, wow. I'm so glad that's gonna be in the new season.
Oh, it could be like, are you excited that we're finally getting it in May or that kind of thing, or were you just that it took too long with publicity is what we're looking at?
I mean, it was gonna come out eventually. I would have much preferred if it was more in like spring, like April or March, that sort of thing before or anything like that. But I mean, yeah, I'm glad it's coming out. I can't really think of many positives. Not gonna lie.
There's a shop.
Yeah. But yeah, I like. Oh, be quiet, Ash. My cat is. I'm about to feed my cat, so they're really needy right now. But oh, that's my dad. So yeah, I think.
I think
like
everything, right?
Doctor's got huh?
Everything.
I like everything is all right on the that. I think the marketing is good. Whatever. I think the marketing has been very good because the Disney channel, the Disney Plus channel, got like loads of views. It's like one of the most viewed videos on that channel, like in the top 20, I think. So that's good. The marketing is much better than the chip than. I almost said the word.
Oh.
I almost said that. It was in context. It was in context. Don't kick me. Then the previous.
I knew what you were itching for.
It was not intentional, I swear. But yeah, the marketing is much improved from the previous era, where we actually know what's going on, and where we're seeing stuff without being spoiled too much. It's not like the end of the Moffat era. I can say Moffat. The end of the Moffat era, where we sometimes knew too much, or in the last era, where we knew very little, and where even people who are doing stuff for Doctor Who knew nothing was going on. All right, Ash, I'll feed you soon. But yeah, what I don't like. Oh, now where do I even start with what I don't like?
See more.
You asked me for positive and negatives. I'm going to give my negatives now. I don't like. Like many people, I don't like that Disney. I don't like that Doctor's coming out at midnight. I don't like the 2 episodes at once thing that we're getting for the start of series 14.
As an American,
like
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't like that Molly Gold is doing all the music again when this could have been a chance to have variety and composers. I find that particularly annoying as a music fan. I'm a bit disappointed that almost everything is written by also bar one story, by 2 stories, and one of them is by Moffat. I don't. Yeah, it's just like I'm not gonna lie. Currently, I'm not gonna lie. I have a feeling of a bit indifference to Doctor Who in the last few months. Ever since the Giggle aired, I have been a bit. With all Doctor Who, before the Giggle aired, I was like, watching loads of Doctor Who YouTube videos, like, this news video, I'm gonna watch another news video which is discussing the exact same thing, but I'm just gonna watch it just so I got all the information. I was on Twitter every day looking at all the news articles, everything like that. And then once the Giggle aired, I kind of just lost that.
You burnt yourself out, man. You burnt yourself out.
It's just because I didn't like. I'm just saying I didn't like the Giggle. I didn't like the Giggle. I didn't like what the Giggle had. I didn't like the ideas the Giggle had. And after that episode aired, and it's just like, I just have a feeling of sort of like, stop scratching my speaker. I have a feeling of kind of just a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of lost that die-hard part of me, fan of Doctor Who.
It'll come back.
I'm sure it'll come back. And here's the thing: I'm not saying like, I think RTD2 is shit. I think it's the worst era yet. Oh, this is worse than the last era. Oh, no. Ash, get down from the table. No, Ash, no.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry. Oh, don't you knock my mic over. Bad boy.
My God.
Out.
There seems to be some evil cat activity, so let's
Cat is
leave it
so unhappy.
Yeah, but
with
okay, I've got
opinion.
control of my mic again. But yeah, overall, I'm just kind of the last few months I've kind of not cared, and I don't think this new era is going to be for me. I don't think the direction is going to be like what I like about Doctor Who. I really like the anniversary specials, but bar like the second half of the giggle. But overall, I think I've got a feeling of Keegan. Do you mind not laughing while I'm talking about my feelings on the state of the show that basically makes up 50% of my life?
Yeah,
You're
Keegan, you're
laughing. I'm supposed to have everyone's serious face at this moment, not Keegan going.
Yeah, it's like Keegan, you're laughing. Evil Daleks is going on his rant, and you're laughing.
Just for that, Keegan, I'm just gonna be laughing. I'm just gonna be going whoa in the corner.
This is serious business.
This is serious time. Serious time now.
Oh yeah, clearly this is clearly serious stuff.
But yes,
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say.
news.
I don't think this new era is going to be particularly my era. Shooty's great as a Doctor. I don't think he's going to be the Doctor for me. Kind of like how I don't think Peter Davison is a Doctor for me. That sort of thing. It's just I've said Peter Davison. I've said another cursed banned word on this call.
That is my favourite Doctor.
I thought you disliked Peter Davison. I was wrong. But yeah, it's gonna be. I have this sort of feeling of I know that I don't think this era is gonna be for me. Basically, I don't think this sort of like give me the lovin' sort of Doctor is gonna be for me personally. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think the Doctor's gonna do well. I don't think. I'm not gonna be like, Doctor Who's dead. The viewers are dead. The low ratings. Blah 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 blah. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to do very well. Russell knows how to get an audience. It's got Disney Plus money behind it. It's got Disney Plus audience now. I think Doctor Who is not going to be dead, but I don't think Doctor Who is going to be really, for me, currently, for a while. That might be the cause of my indifference. Why is everyone laughing? I'm being serious! Why? Do you find my loss of love for Doctor Who funny? Do you find it amusing? Oh, you not!
I was going to say, given everyone's reaction tonight, then yeah.
What is this? Why do you laugh at my sorrow?
Who knows?
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go feed my cats. Ash, Mina,
Go feed your cat.
Can we
Feed
just
the sad cat. Please feed the sad cat.
go back to the question? Because
What question?
I think we said
What? I do generally need to feed my cats. I've got their cat food in my hands right now.
I think that's a great idea.
the question was,
to
what are
be
you
a red
excited
cat
for?
food on his
Favorite,
hand.
favorite
what you
announcement
don't
and least
like.
favorite announcement, right?
Yes.
I'm excited for when Russell eventually writes a Dalek story because the Daleks are my favourite villain and Russell knows how to write the Daleks, but that's probably not until season 2. Goodbye.
That's great.
Wait, the Daleks were your
Very
favorite
good,
villain?
Really?
Aiden.
Wait, what?
No shit!
Didn't have a clue.
Here, I thought you were an Ice Warriors guy.
Oh yeah, the Ice Wars are my favourites.
Rutans.
Ash,
Rutans.
I will feed you soon!
No,
Just
No,
wait!
it's clearly the Tetrap.
No, Ash, please, wait a second!
Oh god.
Right.
Oh,
Come back when you fed your cat. Please.
Alright, I'm gonna go feed my cats. Next person! Next person!
I think
Go!
we have time for one more.
Go! Next person!
Right.
Keegan,
Who was the
answer.
next person, Matt? Who was it?
Keegan.
Save us,
Keegan,
Keegan.
tell
Go,
us
Keegan.
about the new season. Go.
Keegan,
Good.
out of the announcements coming up, what has been your least, your favourite and
Most
your least
favorite and least favorite. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Keegan next.
My favourite.
Maybe not Keegan next.
I'm
Breathe.
trying to.
Gather yourself. Breathe.
Okay.
Stop
It has to be the guest stars, I think, There's some solid guest stars. Someone go, please.
Do you want me? Okay, right. Actually, Matt, what did you think my least favorite was going to be? Because you said that
Moffat.
I had a really obvious least favorite.
The Moffat.
Stephen
episode,
Moffat
like,
returning.
Yeah, probably.
That's one of my favorites as well, by the way.
That's my favorite.
I'm like, it
The
sounds
King's back.
contradictory that would be one of my least favorite things because he's my favorite Doctor Who writer, and I'm sad that he's back because I'd rather new things. So least favorite, similar to Evil Dark in the variety of writers, but you know, maybe more stuff for season 2. Favorite is we have Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. Like that is the best thing. Because I loved Ncuti anyway from like Sex Education, and
Yeah.
the moment he was announced, I was like so excited. Like it's like I had no idea how the hell he would play it, and then every single scene that he was in Church on Ruby Road,
He
he's
stole
just
it.
a Doctor. Yeah, he's so
Yeah.
good. I've never fallen in love with a Doctor this quickly. So completely different to Evil Dark. Like this, I think he'll be my Doctor. Like of modern era anyway, probably. So yeah, that's been my favorite bit that's come out.
No. I'm excited
Yeah.
for it all, really. Just the guest stars and how the CGI looks now from what we saw from the trailer, and the mystery of all the villains we're supposed to be getting, because we don't know a lot. But it's like just seeing the show rebooted again. I'm excited to see where it's going.
It being season 1.
Yeah, but it's a whole new thing.
A whole new world.
Oh, you're not back, are you?
I'm back. My cats have been fed. And, oh, well, since it's Keegan's turn, it's my turn to laugh. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Don't worry, I'm not going to go off topic and mention
Probably.
the giggle.
I didn't go off topic!
Yes, you did.
I stayed on topic! I talked
you
about
mentioned the
everything
giggle.
related to the new era.
You went
it
on
was
topic
when-
about the giggle.
My cats don't count.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, next person.
Who's
Jess.
next? Jess,
Hi.
go Jess.
Okay, so things I really like about the season is well, budget really, especially with the new dinosaur stuff coming out for that bit of the Space Babies. We've not really had that technology. Dislikes is definitely the writers, not enough writers. I think the music for Murray Gold, you know, the unfortunate thing is fans wanted Murray Gold back. And now he's back. They don't want him back. It's
Evil
kind of
Dalek.
like
I never wanted him back!
Yeah, in fairness.
It's a push and pull
Yeah.
situation.
I never.
Yeah,
Anyone
it's kind
who's been on this show before, I know I have never wanted Molly go back.
It's okay.
I think we
hear
that very clearly.
It's definitely the writers that we need. We need more diverse writers in the series, season 3. I think that should be the focus for next season onwards.
Matt?
Who's next?
Uber Dan's not spoke.
Yeah.
Me?
Dan, what
Ah,
are your favorites and least favorite things?
favorite, definitely Moffat. King is back.
Yes, you tell him.
Since he and Russell are actually co-writing the Christmas special, so who
Okay,
knows what
now.
that will be like? Like their two distinct styles meshed together, especially with RTD basically saying that his new era is going to be very much like Moffat's use of fairy tales, which is what I loved about Moffat's era. So let's see what the two of them, what chaotic thing they could create that I'll probably love. I love Ncuti right from the get go. I never saw Sex Education prior to that, so that was the first thing I ever saw from him in The Giggle, and I love The Giggle. It's my absolute favorite of all the 4 specials. And I did see him in Barbie. He had a very short role. I love that he was at the Oscars for the I'm Just Ken song. The fact that you have such a big name actor now playing the Doctor and he's actually appearing at the Oscars, that is going to get a lot of people going to see it. But yeah, the first time I saw him was in The Giggle. I thought right out of the bat, I loved him. And The Search on Ruby Road just solidified my absolute adoration for the 15th Doctor. I'm looking for. I know, I get it. There's only like Moffat and RTD are returning, but we at least got the two directors from Loki, which is I absolutely adored Loki, and I'm excited to see what they bring to Doctor Who because it's obvious that Loki was very much inspired by Doctor Who. And hopefully Series 2 will have a bunch more writers, more unique writers, newer writers. I mean, my one negative is probably the fact that we only get 8 episodes. And I know as an American, it's probably sounds like routine for me to say that, oh, we want 20 episodes. I used to be that type of person, but I've learned that we don't really need 20 episodes. We just need to fill a quota. So maybe more than 8 in the future, 12, back to 13 maybe. But at least we're getting something. So yeah, I mean, space babies, whatever the boogeyman is, possibly lots of mysteries and Ruby turning into a lizard. We'll see.
We'll see.
Did Aiden speak?
No.
No,
I haven't yet. But
Neither have I.
but yeah, because I think most of my positives and negatives have already been pretty much covered. But I will say, like in regards to like the negatives, like I'd say I kind of agree with the writers, but I kind of don't. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to explain, but yeah, it's like I don't mind it for the first season, like since like Russell's back, and yeah, it'll be good to like get things like off to like a steady start, and then like for series 2, like hopefully get more like newer writers, like to see what they bring to Doctor Who.
One thing I would note, I forgot to say, I wouldn't actually mind if Chibnall came back to write for like an episode or 2.
Yeah, honestly, same here. Like,
I mean, Russell did, offer him.
Yeah, I think if Chibnall comes back, it's got to be like 42. It needs to be. He needs to practice. He needs to get out there. I think as a showrunner, he's not really got the grips of the show yet. But that was last year. We're in the new season. He's gone.
I'm holding my tongue.
Positivity.
Aiden, did you say all of your things?
I was going to mention one. Sorry. I was going to mention one more thing.
Aiden, are you still going?
Yeah, I was going to mention one more thing, which is like about like Murray Gold returning. Like, yeah, because I'm happy he's back, but I will admit, like I was going to say, like there's a part of me that thinks that, like, in some respects, I'm not sure if anyone else thinks this, but in some respects, it's like kind of like going like backwards, like kind of like just be similar to like RTD1. I mean, I'm sure like Russell's new era won't be like exactly the same, like, but it's like.
Why was Ron?
Yeah, I'm not sure Keegan's laughing there, but
we lost Keegan.
But yeah,
Keegan, stop laughing. Why does everything make you laugh?
I can't really properly judge like until we actually hear and properly see like what's like art like Russell's like newer era is going to be like. So yeah, it's just a case of just waiting until May 11th, really.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
Three weeks. Oh, it just feels so close. Wait, is
I
it
think
3
I'm-
weeks or?
3 weeks.
Except
Oh,
that
no,
I'm the
three.
only
No,
one
three or
who's
three or 4 weeks. I can't
4
remember.
weeks. 4 weeks.
Yeah. I'm thinking of something else. Sorry.
I think I'm the only one that didn't talk yet, and I guess I can
Yes,
do mine real
Joy,
fast.
you
Yeah,
go next,
please go
and
ahead,
then I'll.
Joy.
Yeah, so okay, favorite things were, so I think probably Evil Dalek mentioned it earlier, like the number of announcements is one of my favorite things, because like we're getting a lot of publicity, and that's terrific. Other favorite thing right now, specifically, is the Millie and Verada announcement, because it looks like we'll get to keep a companion. I like companion continuity if we can get it, as opposed to have the mandatory switch each year. So getting to keep Millie for a bit and then adding a new one to see how the dynamic changes, that's probably my favorite specific one right now. Least favorites, I agree with what everyone else said. I do think we need more diversity in the writers, and probably Russell is doing well with diversity in front of the camera. I don't know that he's doing as well with diversity behind the camera. And so, like, more diversity in directors and writers. I'm clearly hoping we get that in season 2. I understand that he maybe wants to run things mostly himself to get it started. That I get that if that's what he's doing. What was my other least favorite thing? Oh, this is a weird one for me. Or a weird one, probably specific to me. The every time they talk about how the stakes are incredibly high, and I get a little worried that sometimes showrunners set up the universe is going to end and explode every single season. It can't end and explode every single season, and like we know it's not going to. And sometimes the stakes being so high, sort of takes away the power of the stakes, because you know it's not going to happen. So like it's all, we have to. The stakes have never been higher. Like, well, okay, we've been at like the brink of the entire universe collapsing, the entire multiverse collapsing several times now. Actually, I feel like the stakes have been that high.
It's like at this rate you can make it into a drinking game.
Yeah. So I get a little worried when people start talking about how, we're the state, you've never seen anything like this. Like, are you going to write yourself into a corner where, in fact, we have seen something like this? But I think that's a relatively minor quibble. Honestly, I'm actually very excited for all of it. I think we're getting lots of announcements. We're getting exciting people, exciting plot lines, things that look unique and new. And overall, I mean, Shooty looks amazing as the Doctor. Millie so far looks amazing as the companion. What we've seen from the both of them in our one episode so far, it is. I think it's a very exciting era that we're moving into with Doctor Who. And that's mine.
Yeah. Thank you, Joy, and thank you to everyone that has given your thoughts this evening. I'll just make this as quickly as my last thoughts on the announcements, and then I think we will start wrapping up for this evening. So, have I been excited? I think I can echo everyone when I can just say, yes, I'm excited the Doctor's back. Contrary to the belief, yes, the Midnight Drop might not be for everyone, but I am excited that we will still be getting the TV presence here in England live weekly. What will it mean for the future of the episodes? Who knows? If it's just the 2 episodes that are dropping. It sounds like it's a midnight exclusive. I don't know how it's going to work with the live television side of it, but it's giving, and we'll just take it as it comes. Has anything disappointed me with the trailer? Not really, but I will say what I have loved about the marketing is it's keeping so many stuff like hidden. We already know a bit about things like Bonnie and Gemma's like dynamic with Shooty from things like the giggle and everything, but it was so wonderful. It was so wonderful to see them, and I can't wait to see more of that chemistry they built upon from the 60s after the bi-generation stuff. This new era. What would I like? Yeah, I echo people's sentiments. We should have had more writers, but I think these are the 2 people he picked. One he's trust with his life, who's a long-time friend in Moffat to handle Boom, and then obviously things like the 2 from Loki. It's because they're current. So, yeah. I just think that amazing, like the way it's going. But am I excited for the season? Yeah. Am I excited for where it's going? Of course. And can't wait to see more shooting, especially with Jinx flicking Monsoon. We're going to have Monsoon season once again on the telly. We're going to have a lot of fun. And it looks like it's more of an originality season this time. It doesn't seem like they're relying on solely the old baddies. But yeah. And I just wanted to say, final thoughts. Thank you again, everyone, as usual, for joining and giving up your time. This podcast is just meant for fun. And I think some are having way more fun than others, if you noticed. Yes, you. I'm talking about your giggles over there. You're the definition of a giggle. Look at you. What are you doing, Keegan? Are you literally looking up pics at this hour? Are you looking at funny memes?
I know why. I know why. You know. I know why. You know.
Is there something to call meow 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 bang-tastic time at this hour?
I had a feeling how long it would take until Matt could start making the jokes.
It's always right at the end.
It's always right here, and I should have expected it.
Yes, well, you're expecting something less. Now, anyway, that's enough of tonight's shenanigans.
What was that?
Yeah, you have to go evil Dalek. What was
What the fuck is deciding to watch to end the stream by watching a fucking kinky porn?
Oh my god! Oh god!
Just joking. Well, it's a good night. It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from you all. I just want to say thank you again for joining me on Tales of the Whoniverse. Our next podcast
Sounds like a baby crying.
we'll do. Okay. Pull it together, people. Pull it together. I'm trying to get you out of the door here. Pull it together.
Yeah. Yes, guys. Calm down. Like, stop huffing Joker gas.
Okay.
Oh god, Matt's at it too.
Okay. So tonight's podcast is the end of this week's Tale of the Whoniverse podcast. I may have made up some hocus pocus to say, what the fuck is he wearing?
It's just a hoodie, actually.
Yeah, it's just
We have fun. We have fun here.
Okay, so try again. 3, 2, 1. So tonight's podcast, sponsored by Tales of the Whoniverse podcast, not sponsored by anything but ourselves. We just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast pleasuring. What?
You cannot help yourself, Matt. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
I'll end the show. And it was not. Thank you everyone for watching Tales of the Whoniverse. Clearly, Matt is too irresponsible to take over. I'm in charge now. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
I do have to say, as an American, I am sorry that we get Doctor Who at a better time, but this is very appropriate.
Gosh, Dan.
Oh god, no, stop that, we're gonna get copyrighted.
Okay, final take. Okay, tonight's episode, we're wrapping up tonight, so thank you so much for joining. This has been Tales of the Whoniverse podcast. I've been your host, Matt. Tune in next week when me and Aidan are sitting down to interview Conrad Westmass, who played Carey in Big Finish Productions, and we might be having a regular podcast with everybody next Saturday as well, depending on the time we've finished. If not, we might be doing a special edition on Friday or Sunday, depending when everyone's available. So it's a good night for me. So good night all. Aidan, next to you. Good night.
Yep. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this edition of the Tales of the Whoniverse podcast. And don't forget to subscribe to the official Tales of the Whoniverse YouTube channel, as well as follow us on X or Twitter or whatever you call it.
Twitter.
And because Keegan, I know Keegan will want me to do this, I got to end off by doing one thing. Yes, Queen. slay. Good night, everyone.
Away, away.
To Joy, your name.
Oh,
good
we all say goodnight. Good night from. It's actually like mid-afternoon here. Good afternoon from the States.
Yes. Right, Jeff.
Well,
Good night
yeah,
to
you
you.
know where your children are?
Thank you very much for the podcast. This has been a very thrilling ride, and I'm gonna go breathe into a wet paper bag.
Dan, it's your turn. Say goodbye to the people.
No.
Now,
Damn it!
What do you mean, no?
The show's gonna go on for longer.
It shall go on for 2 more hours.
Yeah, it's like to quote Tom Baker. What do you mean, no?
If we do that, Jess and Keegan are going to die of laughter.
Okay.
And I don't want to have their
People,
deaths on
darling,
my
go.
podcast.
You say goodbye
I'm not
now.
gonna die. Don't worry. I have
Is it my turn to say goodbye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to say goodbye? Goodbye!
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody! Goodbye!
Can I laugh at Evil Dalek now?
Did we get Raven and Keegan?
Okay, who's playing the Simpsons? We're going to get copyrighted at this rate.
Because Keegan is dying, Raven, you're doing the next goodbye because he's dying.
Okay. See ya. Goodbye, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Farewell, la vida,
What?
say goodbye.
Finally, Keegan,
Goodbye.
go.
I
Come on,
just want
Keith, you can do this.
You can do it, Keegan.
to thank you all.
You can do this.
You can do it, man.
Right. I didn't expect changing backgrounds, cats, parents opening doors, and I just want to thank you all for watching.
Look, you have to appreciate
Alright,
the
got
art, okay?
Oh, my cat's here again! Say
like,
goodbye, Ash!
like,
Alright.
oh, God, my ears. Oh, God, my ears.
Oh, is it this guy?
We're still here.
Yeah.
Still recording.
We're still live. Oh, bloody hell.